We need more on the banking crisis, and we've got it from David Nicholas, our market watcher of the day. Who's going to put spare money into stocks on a day like this when you've got a banking crisis and inflation numbers tomorrow? David, it's got to be bonds, hasn't it?
Stuart, you're right. I mean, some names are doing well, right? The big money center banks, like if you look at JP Morgan, stock prices holding up pretty nicely. But you're right. I mean, this is a flight to safety. We're seeing a big influx in treasuries. It's where we've been moving clients more to treasuries in our FIAX fund. But this is a flight to safety, Stuart. No question about that. You're exactly right.
Are the regional banks done? That's a very strong word to use, but I believe you're using it.
Yeah, Stuart, small banks, regional banks are going to have a hard time keeping deposits. Look, I think margins are going to get compressed. I think profitability is going to drop way down for these banks. But look, it doesn't even matter if it's a small bank. Even if you're with a big, large bank, I know you feel safe. But look, if there's a run on the banks, and in the age of social media, which is, I think caused a lot of this FBB bank issues, is look, if depositors go to take their money out at once, your money is not there. This is why we're encouraging investors not to be fearful, but you shouldn't have more than $250,000 in any one bank. Anything over and above that amount, treasuries, sounds like a broken record, is a good place to hold cash over those FDIC limits, Stuart.
If we see people lining up at the doors of these regional banks this morning, that would be a very bad sign, wouldn't it? If they want to take their money out by going to the bank and getting it, that's not good.
Yeah, and I think it's just important for investors to understand banks only keep about 10% of depositors' money in the bank, right? This system is built on trust. 90% of this is lent out into homes, into real estate. So this is a system built on trust. So what the Federal Reserve did was try to reinsure trust to the American public. But look, these big banks will perform well, but in a period of crisis, every American has to take responsibility for their own wealth. And that is by knowing the banks that you're in, knowing what companies you own, and understanding what it really means if we're in a crisis situation where there is a run on banks. You have to stay diversified. That's my message to our clients, Stuart.
We'll take it. David Nicholas, thank you very much indeed. 10 seconds.